So this is gonna be a tutorial, a guide, explaining whatever for glitchless run for this game on modern. I'll try to explain most of it at least, but I'm gonna start with basics when it comes to like movement you kind of need and you want to understand. Um, the first thing is, unlike on tank where you press left, right, up, down, all of these are forward inputs. It's just related where your camera is placed. So if I place the camera behind Lara and I press W, she goes forward, but if I press left, like A, she goes left. And so it goes like, if I press here, W, she goes forward, away from the camera. That's the basic idea of the modern inputs. The best way to move is to obviously running jumps, and then use camera and A and D to turn her. But I don't use the A and D on the ground unless I have to dodge something. Let's say an enemy, but it's really quickly. Then I don't do it like this because it's kind of wacky. So I'm just using and also when it comes to like, let's pretend that this is like a massive drop, and I need to jump. And let's say I land too close where this gap is too little that I can't make the jump. On modern, it's so easy to like actually figure out, like, do like a fast 360 like this to create distance basically, or space to jump. Yeah, it's a tutorial. And another thing is, let's say this platform, I need to turn that way and climb up, and there's a drop, for example. I can either jump, and after she lands, I'm gonna press right, or I can jump, turn the camera, and hold W, tiny bit. But if there's no room for like jumping, you can just do that. So wait when she's stopped, and then tap that input you want. If you do it too late, you do this, and then you would die if this is a massive drop, for example. So wait a tiny bit. That takes a bit of timing, but that's how it works. You can make a very precise turns. And then recently found out that if you have an extreme angle like this, and you draw weapons, the turn is always consistent also, so you can utilize that one for a lot of things. Now, the biggest and like most asked is like, wow, are you rolling? Rolling actually on modern is so rare. Like, it's only very specific timings where you need it. And like jump twist, for example, that's where you need it, maybe. But even like that, jump twist is less distance than a normal running jump. So because of modern, you don't need to do the jump twist. You can do that. Is there anything else when it comes to moves? Also, yeah, you can hold action to go over the edge. And one thing I'm gonna show you here, let's say you're about to do a really scary jump. I personally don't use this, but I got told by Timmy that this works. You can hold action, left mouse click, and if you fail the jump, she just grabs it, and then you can climb up. You don't necessarily need a save, but you can still hold action and jump. You need to let go if you don't want to grab. it's a timing thing, which I haven't got down properly, but it works as a security. And the next thing is combat. Usually you don't want to draw weapons unless you need to turning. And also, let's say you climb up somewhere and then you draw guns and jump. When you draw weapons, like if I place the camera that way now and I press W and jump, she goes that way, right? But if I climb up somewhere, I'm gonna climb up here. I'm gonna place camera that way and jump when I draw weapons. That happens. And that's why if you are used to weapon turning from original Tomb Raider games, you don't want to do that. You don't need weapon turning. You don't need rolling too much. You don't need side steps. That's also one thing people ask. Like, you don't need side step. I will show in later levels where the walk button does it for you easily. And yeah, don't draw weapons as much as you would like to. Only at the combat, really, because if there's a random enemy you can aim, Lara starts following that, and then you have to fight Lara's turn with your inputs. So if she's turning right, you need to press left to fight against that, which is annoying. I'm gonna show you now combat stuff. I don't know if it's easy to see, but let's say I'm shooting this guy, right? I'm shooting with pistols. She turns really quick, slowly, right? Sometimes they like circle, and then if you use like pistol or something, or even M16, it's horrendous if they like run really fast and you can't keep the aim lock. One trick you can do is you learn this, hold, walk. So with holding walk, every combat, like this turning speed is ignored, and it's not instant, but like you can do 360 like target changes as well. Because usually if there's two targets and you try to change the target by flicking camera goes crazy and she just targets the same dude. But if you hold walk, you can get away from it easy, because the game just somehow ignores everything. And the same goes like... It's just better. Press walk. For combat, just... That's also like very important when it comes to M16 stuff. And that's the next thing I'm gonna show, because I'm gonna assume most people still don't know how M16 works. It is the most OP gun in the game, and it does so much damage, and it's so effective if you use it correctly. And the way you use it is, obviously you hold it out. If you shoot now, it's supposed to be a tank, like a turret. So you just sit, shoot. But if you shoot and then start moving, she loses the shooting, right? So you don't want to do that. If you want to shoot while moving, you need to be moving before you start shooting. So let's say like this way. And then you can shoot, jump. You can walk. But you can't do jump twist, because every full break of her movement breaks the shooting. So if you know that, you can utilize the weapon so good, because it's basically, it's not as mobile as like a Uzi's, but it is so good. That's how you use M16. You never do side flips, because this happens. No backflips. None of that shit. You have to do full movement while shooting a gun. Every other gun you can do anything, but M16, stay away from it if you do side flip. If you have to kill somebody when you have to side flip or do like full stops, you don't use M16. It is the most unoptimal weapon for that. And now we can get into the game itself. So you start with game holding W and then jumping instantly. So you drop, jump, jump. And then here, you can either do jump twist, or do that and then jump twist. And then you'll land on this seam you see on the ground here. And then you do the running jump, and then you tap, depending, I do right input here. And then if you land a bit too far away, you can hold up forward, which moves her forward like a full step, as you can see here. So here, this is very basic. Also, fake grabs works with pressing roll. I'm gonna show them in a bit better. Okay, so here's the first one. So for this, I prefer doing pull the lever, draw weapons, and then do right. So she turns right, and then I turn the camera that way, and then I switch to W. But you can also do pull the lever, do that, and then just hold W. It's just whatever really works for you. There are also multiple things, like here, for example this. You don't want to do action up. You want to always do jump instead of action up, because it is slightly faster. And it's just a small optimization. And another thing, that sequence, I'm not gonna explain every sequence because you can see how I do it. So when you pick up this key, you aim like this white tile corner that's still like line up, so you can roll. But you don't want to roll. You want to roll, but do not grab instantly. Wait a bit, and then you can roll over the edge. Another strat is do a flare cancel here, which you can do, but I don't do it. And I'm gonna kill these. I'm gonna show something. So when it comes to doing keyholes on modern, and keyholes, levers, switches, buttons, anything, you can hold E, which is the interaction button or whatever it is for you, anytime you want. Like, I can hold it, nothing happens, right? Thing is, sometimes you land on the levers or switches like on a weird angle. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get the Like, you can see, I'm gonna switch, I'm gonna turn her. Sometimes you can get the interaction even on this angle, which is weird. So, if you hold E when you land here, at any point of her turning animation, you can interact with this keyhole. So it's good thing to learn. Hold interaction button. Here, read 3 running jumps to the item. Yeah, good thing to learn is to hold E before any interaction. Just like this block push, I'm holding it before it happens. Here, 5 steps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you let go and hold up. Start with running jump here. Draw a flare. Yeah, save here. And now comes the first one where you wanna be on the middle of the slope and then hold W and A. So A first and then W. So you turn after you'll slide down here. And don't hit the ceiling. If you hit the ceiling, it's okay. You can avoid it. And then you take another flare. Same thing here. A, the turn, roll, and then whoosh. And now this is where I'm timing my jump. I don't know, it's weird to explain, but with this sequence, I think this patch is bigger than any other patch on the ground. And I can see the line up. There's like a seam here, and then seam here. That's my visual. So I can land on it every single time. You just need to find a way to like time it. If you go past this like my jumping sequences, then I just have to set it like here. And if this happens, you just take a walk step forward. And I'm gonna actually show a better explanation. So if I go, oops, I didn't hold walk. If I go on the edge, right, and my angle is bad, like this, you don't wanna turn with weapons and get on the button, the switch, the zip line. Because you can fix it by holding walk. So if I long this, right, hold on, like this, don't draw weapons and then do it. You can just hold walk and W, and then with camera you can turn her. And then when you let go of W, the interaction button shows. Modern has a lot of different type of backups than Tank has. And here you just let go late and run to the end. Kill the first dog if possible. It's referred as bad RNG if you don't. Or really annoying. Take a shotgun out and then you want to start walking. Oops. On about here. Walk 1 step and it will make this dog here spawn first and get to you. So walk step and then the dog comes first. And then you can kill the guy. You don't need to kill the guy, but that's what I meant to say. And here is 2 different outcomes. This club guy can either run towards the ladder, which is the better, or he can run past me and then run back. And let's see which one he gives me. He gives me the good one. Then you do that. You saw the outcome. He ran away. He ran away. I'm gonna try to get the other outcome as well. I'll use the shotgun for now. You don't use the first dog, the shotgun. I'm just gonna try to show the outcome here. Where you get the bad outcome. Okay, that's a bad one. So then I'm gonna go for this climb up. Because you can still do the faster one sometimes when that outcome happens, but you don't have a consistent move when you hold W because you can get pushed backwards or forward by the guy. So I don't do it. So I just switch between two outcomes. And now we can continue. Also side flipping, I switched to pistol here and tap them so I can get the side flip out. Yeah. Even that outcome, right? I got pushed forward that my usual route was still messed up. And usually, if you have a really bad or you're not comfortable doing this kind of start, you can just use the ladder. You just grab the ladder and backflip twist out of it. And here you just wait a bit and then go towards the corner. And you're gonna work. Here, standing jump with curve. Turn the camera 180 so you can hold W. And this is the jump. I don't even think there is a setup on like Tank has. You just have to time it. If you mistime it and you know, like I think it's one of those with experience you will get to it. You kind of see when you're jumping early, but you need to grab if you jump early. So you have to figure out if I'm jumping early or good enough late to land on this awning. And here I do again the left W trick. Standing jump, running jump, and then standing jump grab here. Nice. Okay, I didn't want to jump there, but the climb up, the closer the corner you climb up, the better. You can get that. That's the fastest animation. The other animation is this one, which is slower. And then you want to climb up into the corner where she doesn't put her feet on it. And then we get to the boat. The boat quick entry. If this guy is shooting at me, I usually hug this wall to try to prevent the health loss as much as I can. Hey, Madness. And now hold interaction and then swim up on a diagonal and like diagonally. Hold E and then swim up. It takes a bit getting used to, but that's how you do it. And now we just right about not into the wall, please. If you can do this one without a med, it's really good. Backflip twist, jump twist into the water. So this one is the tile, which triggers the door. Like this row here. Just make sure you hit that. You cannot do the quick entry on this boat because otherwise you will clip on the ramp. So you just have to go for the regular slow. I usually, when I jump out of the boat, I do the jump and then double tap my look button to gain control of Lara, like get the camera back to Lara. And now when this level starts, the next one, you want to spam action, which is no, which is the not action. What is it called on modern? The boost button. The boost button is the control for me. I kind of froze there. And now comes one of the most annoying parts of the early game. I'm gonna show you two ways of doing this. One is optimal, one is still good. I'm gonna do the still good one first. You draw weapons, no. And then wait. And when he gets about this here, you start walking towards him to make him stop. Okay. So. Oops. I'm gonna show you one. So when you pull this lever, if you do it correctly, you land on the pickup like this. And then you then take weapons out, kill this guy, and get the pickup. But then there's the other way, which is you get 9 shots on this dude and dodge him. So that's 9, and you have to dodge it from left to right or right to left, so you don't climb up. Otherwise you have to grab the ledge. Okay, camera please. I'm gonna show it cleaner. So this goddamn hallway can mess up with your camera. I don't know why the game sometimes turns it more than it's supposed to. So you kind of fight against it sometimes. So that's again. If you see that you're not gonna make it on the platform, you have to grab and climb up normally, which is kind of annoying. And now, what this does is, now this guy is 4 shots away being one hit. So next thing you need to do is kill the next guy, shoot this guy I shot 9 times, 4 times, and then the 5th shot happens when he's on the small med pack. So you can get the double pickup. So... oh my days, there's rats. I'm getting the worst goddamn outcomes. And that's a double. And then you can pick it up and then move on. But these rats, with this strat, there is a problem. These rats, like, they are really close now. When I'm here, waiting the 5th shot to happen, these rats can be here, and then she changed the target to the rat. And then the whole double setup is messed up. And it's so annoying. So that's why there's a little bit of RNG to that. And also, when you come from here and shooting, you don't have to fight any direction. You can hold W only. Because when she's aiming the club guy next to you, the game turns you this way, and then when she's facing straight away, you can press roll. That's what I do, and then backflip. You don't have to do like any A and D memes here. You just weapons, turn, and then roll, and backflip. Okay, now move on to the next part. Here, 1 neutral jump, and then 2 side flips. That's a good RNG. I got to kill him. You need to remember if you killed him or not. It is important. Now we want this guy. Oh, so if this guy here upstairs is not dead, you need to kill him now. Or he can be alive. There's a very, very rare outcome where he is shooting continuously, even when you're not inside. And if that happens, he's like running circle and shooting in the walls and shit. You don't have to kill him. He will never hit you, so you can ignore him. But that is a very rare outcome, and I'm not gonna even try to show it. And the next thing is, you wanna land on this line here. And to do that, you jump on this dark bit. You see? The way I see it is like door and then the next line here. That's how I time it. So a little bit past that and then you land on it. And the goal is to land as close to the wall as possible where she puts her feet anyway. The mistake is to go too close. That is a really bad one. And then the most optimal jump here is when you get the corner boost like that and you land past this hole. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, if you see that, I'm gonna save here so I can do that. If you see this one a little bit on the large right side, you can still make this jump. Like that. It's barely, but it is how it is, right? But if you land the jump from there before this line, you have to do more shimmies. But the biggest thing is you are looking for this visual. Because this one, anything like past that mark, you can make this jump. You just have to jump and curve a lot. And then you draw web flare, grab it. Roll out the edge. Take pistols out. I'm getting stuck in the corner. I'm gonna show you better. That is like the most unrealistic RNG there. The both dogs are not appearing the staircase. You want them here, usually. You shoot a little bit, put guns away, and then jump twist like this. You just have to learn how to deal with them. There's so many outcomes. There's so many outcomes there. Also, when you come into the room, Lara will always aim the dog first, even if it's behind the guy. So you don't want to shoot instantly. You want to wait that she changes the target to the club guy. Shoot him twice, then the dog, and then the next guy. That jump is actually pretty easy. If you jump like normal, you will bonk here. You see? What you can do is jump about this distance away from the wall and hug the wall after you reach like the height of her jump, basically. Right? So what I do is I jump the distance like this. Where's the wall? I'm not on a too big angle like this. Even though it works. I don't want to bonk. I just want to jump in a shallow angle and then hold right. Left, I mean, sorry. So, hug the wall, hold left. And that's how you can make it without stumbling. And then there's the normal sequence here. You can jump at the end of this, like here. And you do standing jump, and then into running jump, And then there's the other strat which you can do. It's when you jump like halfway on that wooden oops, not that key. Like basically halfway on this wooden platform. So you land barely on this platform and then you do like a big curve so you can do more running jumps. A bit sketchier. Kill that guy. I'm gonna heal a small. And now the chandelier jump. You can jump early and make it with the right type of grab. I don't know exactly the timing to it, like when the bat jump. But if you jump anything past the corner where she takes off, like that, you can make it. The weird thing about this jump is you can grab almost instantly and still make it. I don't like to do that. I like to wait a bit. I basically wait when I go past this like window stuff and then grab and roll. Jump. Also, here, this is not solid. So don't pretend that you have to avoid it. You get that you go like from here to here. You can just jump through it. It is not solid. I'm good. Then here also hold E all the time. So you interact the keyhole instantly. I'm gonna show you two ways here as well. There's a backup. So normal way is like this. You trigger the door and jump. But if you're very low in heals and you don't want to heal with bad RNG, you can run here and wait them a bit. And usually that saves you a med pack. And then you do a standing jump, running into a running. Jump again. Don't hold action on up, please. Here you do action up. It's the only way to reach. And then you grab cancel this. And we're done. And then here you grab the corner. I'm pretty sure this is also distance it works, but the closer you are to the corner, the better. But you can do that. You can do grab cancel. That's the most optimal way. But if you're here, it's a bit sketchier in my opinion. But the safest way is to grab late and then roll, which I did. Place the camera that way, jump action. Land on the key. This level can go really well, or you can get like super bad RNG where you get destroyed. So if you haven't used heal on this level, it's bad. The way it is, you can use med in Venice, not advisable. You can use one med in Bartoli, and depending on RNG, you want to use a small or large, not both. And then in this level, I usually have a small med if I didn't use one in Venice. jump, draw weapons. I'm gonna show the fake grab mechanics on the next drop, because it's easy. This level is very straightforward. And here you want to do one climb up. You want to be on the left side of the ladder, and then one climb up, backflip, and out. Hair range. And now you shoot this guy. Oops. You shoot this guy a bit because it messes up enemies' AIs when you shoot them tiny bit. You jump just past this corner, so you land as close as possible. This. And then you can do a running jump into running jump. Right? But as you can see, sometimes he doesn't care, and you're just getting destroyed anyway. Now, I'm gonna show you the... Okay. I'm gonna save on this spot. I'm gonna do three ways this fake grab and how it works. And the way it works is you need momentum to get underneath this platform. And if you roll, let's say this is the distance. If I roll and press action, she barely makes it. You can still get clipped on the glass shard, which kills you. And so what you want to do is, usually I want to roll halfway on the tile. It gives you the best momentum, so you land the furthest as well. And obviously late roll, you would just go forward and die. Now, the way to do it is you roll, make the grab animation start, and then hold roll again, so she doesn't grab it. Other one is you roll, and then you draw weapons. You roll, action, and draw weapons, like this. And next one is flare. You can roll, action, and throw a flare by pressing the flare button again. You can press the flare button again. Like that. And next thing, also with flare, is you light the flare. Any interaction what can interrupt the grab works here. So I'm doing it with the roll input. That's how the grabs works. And then you just walk. I don't explain tank strats, only modern. Some of them can be like the fake grab principles, but I don't do it. I don't care about tank. So here, what you want to do is when you do the curve, you don't want to do like grab. You want to land on this edge like I did, right? Because if you land on the edge, you can roll instantly and then jump and turn camera to the lever. Switch. Because if you have to do like this, grab cancel and then roll, it's tiny bit slower and less optimal, obviously. So you want to get a big curve, so you can roll instantly. And then here, just pin it, hold W, and jump. Right? You don't have to do anything other than just hold W. It is kind of like... It's just... The switch puts you in the perfect position. And then you just jump here. Bonk. We finished the level. Five levels in. Or 4. Running jump. And here comes the next trick. You can hop back without guns as well. You just have to do it. When you start holding, tap look. So, like, I'm stuck on look mode, right? But if I hold down and let go of look, she hops back. Now, the trick here is tap look, and then when you see the hand icon, you let go of look. Does that make sense? I'm gonna stop here and show it. So you basically are locked on a look mode. When you see the hand icon, that's why I have it set up on, by the way. And not everyone has it. But I have an indicator on, because it helps me. When you see the hand, then you just hold down, and then you tap the look. So you hop back there. So you don't have to do running weirdly. All these sequences, I'm gonna only explain some of them, which are way harder. Hey Sylvia. Also, if you camp this keyhole and they can't see you, they are way faster to come at you, because I'm gonna say there is one weird thing about this room. Not many people know about it actually. These tiles in front of the windows are non-accessible by this guy at least. So, if you go and wait against the window to shoot it, these guys can ignore you. This guy sometimes shoots you still because he has a ranged weapon and he can reach you basically. But sometimes he just turns around and thinks you are out of reach. So that's why we don't go in the window stuff. We just wait here to get him closer. Like that. I'm gonna try to get only one window broken, and then I'm gonna shoot the dude. Don't shoot the fucking windows, because I need it. I need the windows for this showcasing how the AI pathing is completely weird, and you can use it to your advantage. I'm gonna shoot this guy from here. Oh, one window broken. It's okay. We can still do it with the one last. Okay. Now he wants to attack me. You see it, right? But if I go on this tile, he doesn't know I'm here. He can't reach me. Alright? And if you have a window like this, you can use it to your advantage if you want to have a double pickup, which is you shoot this guy 13 times with pistols and then 14 shot land when he's on this pickup. So you can just sit here and shoot it enough and then get a double pickup. It's a bit advanced, situational, but it works. Okay, let's do it now the way we normally do it. He's not always there, by the way. Yes, only when... That's 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's only when the window is not broken. Okay, so here's the double pickup. They are now gonna be a double pickup no matter what. But in this place, she always prioritized the large med. And whatever reason, if these pickups were further away apart, you always want to place yourself this way, where she's facing the med pack and then her back is against the other pickup, because Lara's pickup radius is much larger behind her on the sides than in front of her. So even if they were like half a meter apart, you can still get a double pickup if you placed it correctly. But if you had a bigger gap between these now, and then you did this way, she can teleport to the small, large med pack, which puts her away from the key card and not able to pick up the second pickup. So always face the large, and then the other one is behind her, and you get the double. Also, the sequences I'm doing, they are still, you need to do them. It's not just nilly-willy, I'm doing them still. You wanna do them just like I do them. Always jump, because it is the fastest. Now, I'm gonna show you two ways to get up here. The first one is the easy. You just do this. And then you press the button, blah blah blah. Or you can do this, where you have to jump just before this rust mark into this corner that you don't bonk, and then you can get up. That's the most optimal way to get up. And then you just get these guns, curve jump, and then jump here. Now, you can kill these guys. They drop meds, 3 med packs, if you feel uncomfortable with meds, amount of meds you have. So you can kill them, get the meds. It loses about 40 seconds maybe, 30. I don't actually know the exact count. But you can kill them and get the meds. But my route does not include all the pistol ammo to shoot them. So if you kill them, you have to pick up extra ammo for the auto pistols. And yeah, so I don't do that. Here, also when you do jump twist on the slope and then you do backflips, you have to do the backflips separately. You don't want to hold jump or she doesn't travel actually. I'm gonna hold it. Look how many, I can get like 3.5. Like 3 full backflips. But if I slide and then do it, I don't have space for a third. So you don't want to do it like holding jump, because she doesn't actually travel down that much. You need to slide a bit. Backflip. Nice. Backflip. And here, important part is when you do a backflip, place the camera that way, and when you land, press W and then jump. W and then jump. If you do a jump W, you can go that angle and then you die. if that makes sense. So land, W, jump. You can do backflips. And you can press jump when you're in the middle of the turning animation, like when you hold W. Then we switch to auto pistols, and you shoot this guy 7 times. Get the pickup. You can do a grab, or you can do a little curve where you do the jump. You jump early enough, the curve, and then not hit the ceiling. But if you jump too early, you bonk the ceiling and you fall in the water. So the grab is the most safest way, and doesn't lose that much time. It's a tiny bit of slower than the most optimized way. Okay. And now we get the auto pistol out again. Kill the dog and the other guy. Like that. Then we take pistols and shoot the shotgun guy. And then jump, curve, get on this. There's a small or large medpack used on this level, depending on the RNG these guys provide. Okay, that's super bad. But basically the goal from here is after you pull the block, is jump over this fence and then jump here. But sometimes the RNG is because the enemies are blocking you. You just need to do a little improvisations. You know? So you push this block. There are only one dude inside of this room. I'm gonna do this room again. So I've messed up the jump. And then you grab that. And... oh, I didn't goddamn save a closer. Stop putting reboot Lara on your thumbnails, thanks. Actually, it's an AI generated thumbnails, the Lara, so... but if you're that trigger, don't watch. Okay. Kill the guy. I'm gonna try to do the no grab strat here now. Okay, that's the bad outcome, and then you just swim up. You see how I wait? I'm aiming the dog, but I don't shoot instantly. I wait a bit before I shoot, because usually she misses the first if you start instantly shooting. So I just wait a tiny bit, and then it's like more consistent 3 double shots, which is better. I'm gonna try to do now the sequence here the way it's supposed to be done. The most optimally. Oh my days. I can't get the jump because they're blocking. And now, how many guys inside? Few. Okay. You can jump. I kinda wanna show the jump because it's so cool. Oh my days, there's so many guys, man. But it's kind of precise jump. You basically have to hug the corner of the railing. I should kill them, but I don't want to. Oh, I'm getting pushed forward when I press jump. You need to jump really close that way, and then grab. Well, I'm gonna show. I do need to show it, so I don't show misinformation. That jump is pretty annoying to do. So if you can't do it, you just jump on there and then. Nice. Again, so many dudes here. I will do it. You just have to practice a lot of this. But this jump is not guaranteed ever. It is... Dude, why are you blocking me so many times? I can't show one of the coolest jumps. Let's just save here then. So we can spam the jump. Like that. And then you can jump here. And then shoot the shotgun guy. You don't need to stop. You can just run past him and hope he dies. And now the setup here. You wanna climb up the water, and while the animation is going, you tap look twice. So the camera is fully centered, right? Now you do 2 up steps, so individually. You can't do them like this. You wanna do it individually. So camera straight up, 1, 2, and then when that ends, you roll, hold down, which is S, and do a running jump. And then in the running jump, you press draw weapons, right? You don't want to do it like here, because then she hops back. There's a problem when you roll, you start doing, she starts running, but she aims these guys somehow, and then you don't go straight forward, which you need to go. So roll, running jump, and then draw weapons. And when you land, you would have the guns away. So roll. I'm gonna show it multiple different ways because it is a lot going on. You could do that as well. You tap weapon, the look. Because the inputs are walk, walk, roll, instantly hold S, running jump, draw weapons, double tap look. That's the input sequence you have to do. So it will look like this. It's a lot, but not too much. You just have to kind of get used to it. So 1, 2, roll S, draw weapons, tap guns, tap look. And now you side flip. And in the side flip, while side flipping, you have to hold W, because now if you don't, look what happens. She doesn't have room to jump. So you have to hold W before you land, and then you have room to jump. And then you grab really late. When her arms are about to go above her shoulder level. That's the visual I use. So this is tiny bit too early. If I grabbed here. But then you time it a bit later. You see what I mean? The shoulder level, she puts her hands or arms on the side. Next level. Hey, Paul. Hey, Shaden. And also, a little trick here. If when you're finishing the level, look what happens. I'm facing that way, right? Sometimes, when you finish the level... Okay, now it's facing that way. Sometimes the camera is facing that way. So, what I want to do when I skip the stat screen, I want to hold W and jump, right? So, what I can do is I roll and throw the camera sideways. So, I can do W up and it's instant towards this corner, which is optimal. And then you jump. There's a trick. You can jump and hit the ceiling. Like that. But it's not necessary. It's risky. If you jump too early, you die to that fan. But whatever you want to do. Also here, I do 2 running jumps. And then I just shoot the guy a little bit. And then do that. When you shoot these guys a bit, you see how freely I was able to run. But if I don't shoot them, they are instantly on me. No, that's not that bad, but they can sometimes be standing here, and then when I jump, you just fall in the water. So it's safer to shoot them once or twice. Make their AI a bit confused. And then you can do that. And then we have a climb. So this first one is a minute, and the second one is half a minute to climb up. And then you get up. You get these pickups here. And then you just do that one. And you can shoot this guy a bit. You have to learn the movement, because you have to do it like with A, W, and S inputs. Because if you want to shoot that guy like that, I did. Because it's the most optimal to shoot him a tiny bit, as much as you can, but while still continuously going for this key card, rather than shoot him, kill him, and then get the key card. Because we have to still get up there anyway, so we can kill him later, which is good. Also, the slide here, if you go this way, obviously you can jump twist, and then do the fake grab method. And here I do it with weapons. I don't press roll to cancel the grab. I draw weapons. Because obviously I want to have weapons out. But if you're going this way, facing forward, you can hold grab and then backflip twist out. So it doesn't matter which way you're going. You can still make it if you just know both outcomes, right? Yeah. Then get up here. Oops, monk. And then we climb up again. I'm gonna do Tomb Raider 1 tomorrow runs, but I wanted to get this like a showcase the run and showcase the strats and stuff, so maybe people have. I'm gonna put timestamps so it's easier to figure out. But also, yeah, here 3 jumps and then you just curve right and press action and then you cancel the grab and repeat. And if he dies this way, it's the most optimal way. It is the most optimal way. If he dies there, it's really bad. But this one is the most optimal because you can land on the pickup basically. And hey Footi, thanks for 200 ARS. I have no idea what currency that is, but thank you. I'm good. How are you? I'm gonna show the thing here. So if you have a camera switch where the camera is pointing somewhere else, if you hold W, like I want to go that way, right? I'm gonna hold W. I will go straight line all the time if I hold W. Now, if you let go and start holding W, it's worse. Well, let me get the jump. Hey, they fixed it! Oh my god! I didn't know this, they fixed it. They completely fix it. Holy shit. I don't need to explain this. Oh, never mind. It's still there. Okay. Nope. It's dead. So, the safest option is to draw weapons here. Okay, it is not fixed. So, if the camera is this way, W will get you forward, which is off the ramp. So, it can throw you off. So, what you want to do is draw weapons and then go past it. It's going good, it's going good. This bug happened in tank controls. It is not a bug and it is not happening on tank. Shoot the dog. Shoot the flamethrower guy. I have done big jumps, but I'm not really explaining now jumps. I'm doing the tutorial. Kill the dog. Kill this guy. I'm gonna save here actually because there's 2 things you need to look for here. And this tutorial. Oh, okay, you see that? I didn't draw weapons, and the camera throws you off because you start to like fix your inputs, but it fucks you up completely. So. Okay, I'm gonna show you the dog kill first, the optimal way, and then the safe way, because this will kill your runs if you do it. So, the fast kills. You see, I was basically turned, started shooting, and instantly running. Like I had a really small pause there. But if you want to be safe, you start moving only after the first guy is fired. You start only moving when the first dog is killed. You know, that's. And now, sometimes there's no dogs, but if there are, I do that. And otherwise you just do running forward. That is really bad. RNG wise, the dogs are away. Okay, now I'm gonna do 3 different ways this part. I'm gonna do it the way you pretend, okay? Scenarios. Scenario 1, there are no dogs, which is this way. You just do this, right? Running jump. Oops. You do running jumps, and then running jump twist. Then you hop back here. If you do that, right? So if you have no dogs, after running jump, you hop back. Because if you backflip, you go way too far. It's not really, it's just preference to me, personally. God damn it. I don't want to aim this guy. I'm gonna show you what I mean by... And if I jump here, like, I'm against the wall. I want to land, basically, here. It's not really that big of a time difference, because I still need to kill the guy. But then, if I have a dog, like I do have now, even then, I don't do the backflip. It all depends where your running jump here starts. Because if your running jump starts like instantly here, where you land here, like really close, then you have to get the backflip and then jump twist so you can land into the hole. Like this. I don't know if that makes sense. But this is how it's supposed to look. And now, with the 2 dogs, you would do like extra backflip there. And then it would go back, hop back here. You know? Not much of a time difference, just the way to look, make it look smoother. Aim the corner and hold W here. Now, there is the outcome, right? Where both dogs are alive. And if you're low health, like this, right? This health is where you can get 1 hit instantly by 2 dogs. It will be on YouTube, yes. So, if you don't want to heal, because I don't want to heal on this level, if not actually necessary. So what I do, I take the guns out. I'm gonna go outside this corner. I'm gonna kill him now to show. So I'm gonna go outside of this corner, because usually one of them camps here, and then the second one is further away, if there's 2 alive. Sometimes one is on the staircase. But if you cut this corner like this, you better be sure you're gonna get hit once, most of the time. So if you're at this health, like, you need to be careful. You can, obviously I can take 1 hit, but then the shotgun guy will get me. So you don't want to get hit by dogs here. So if I have dogs alive and I'm low health, I'm definitely gonna go take outside, so I open more angle towards this way, so I can have earlier shooting rather than here where you pick a boot and get shot. This level, you do not want to use a med. Nope. Like that. Also, here's a trick. If you jump in the middle of the block, you see how I bonked the ceiling? if you can get a jump where you jump on the stair like that, inside the stair, you don't get the bonk and you actually travel further distance. That's 6 shots, and then 7th will kill him. So we can get a double pickup on that guy. And this double pickup is exactly like Offshore Rig. The large med dictates where Laura goes. So if there's a gap, always face the large med pack and place this secondary pickup, whatever it is, behind her. But now it's pretty perfect, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we just run. Also, you want to fit as many running jumps as possible, because it is the fastest method of moving, obviously. I like to do this, where I do little ceiling bounce there. Because otherwise you can't, otherwise you won't fit running jumps there. This level is pretty, like every level has like small details to look for, and obviously you can't learn all of them at one go. But my goal is like there's like so many. Okay, here, walk and then curve. There are so many like small things you can learn from it that eventually people will come back to it and then hopefully learn new bits and bobs. And maybe I get maybe I'm learning as well something new.
No preference. You should spill a bit of both. Okay, Marco. Allowed to have your heart.
And now you just have to kill the guys.
What do you want?
The important part of this speedrun is you do not just pray and pray. You kind of want to know like how many shots certain enemies take to kill, because you run into problems later in the game if you don't track your ammo properly.
Come on, stick to your stomach. Tell me, where in monastery should we look?
So the first guy on the screen takes 5 double shots optimally, and then the shotgun takes 7. That's how I time, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how I shoot them. And then here you just hold right input and then turn the camera. If you hold right, you go about the right direction instantly. And here, swim up and then instantly dive down. If you do it optimally, you shouldn't lose any health on this dive. Nice. And now, there's 2 ways of doing this, whatever you're comfortable with. This one is the first one. This is like the very OG way of doing it. But then there's a faster one where you jump up. And you can't be in the corner because she can't jump. But here she can, and then you just curve right really fast. and you can get a running jump. So. Anyway, now what to know about this? Do not hold jump too early here, or this happens. You get the running jump off and then you miss it. Has happened. So wait that she hits the wall and then you do that. Okay, one hit is fine. 2 and 3 makes a bit harder. So here, you might wonder, why don't I take this kind of cuts? Like I'm not going like perfectly corner to corner. Because sometimes, oh my god, I need to hold right here. Sometimes when I do that, my last running jump gets you this far, and then I'm gonna get set on fire. If you get set on fire on the first fire, it's bad. So that's why I take a bit lenient, more lenient turn here, for example, like, so I can jump over the first fire, right? Which makes me lose less health here. You should have about 70 to 80% health after the fire if you didn't get shot by the shotgun. That's the trick. These ones are easy. Just put the camera where you want to go and hold W. Okay, a very bad fish, but still doable. I'm gonna show you 2 different ways of doing this drop sequence here. So you do running jumps and then running jump. Any running jump you do here, it doesn't matter for the sequence. Only thing what matters is for the fastest strat, I like jump on the halfway on this second last tile, because when I do it, I can hold W and then let go it before this ledge. So let's say I'm gonna stop holding W here. Her momentum makes her fall right on this corner, which is better the closer the corner you are than here. So I'm gonna show it halfway and then stop. Look how close the corner I'm dropping. And then I can land on this corner instantly, right? Now, if I do hold W like all the time, like look at this. Oh, I didn't press the roll by accident. I'm a one full step further away, and now this jump, it's still doable, but more precise. And anything I can make the jump more consistent for me, I try to find a way. So my way of finding was jump halfway the second last tile. Then this distance she lands and run forward when I stop holding W is perfect. Because it is really precise jump still, if that makes sense. And if you fail, you can do jump twist, land in this corner, jump into this, wait that she lands, right? So you wait that she lands, and then you hold this. You press W, and then you just try it again. But if you don't want to go for this strat, you can obviously play around with these strats. You can do it, just doesn't matter what the sequence is. Mate. I did the hardest outcome there by accident. But yeah, just do that. Doesn't say it loses like 4 or 5 seconds max. I don't remember exact timing, but it is not much, so don't worry about it. And now comes the railing jump. The way I do it is, here's the dark corner. I jump around the corner into this, and it usually works. And if it doesn't, you just fall down. Because this level is so weird. it's so short, and it can go really badly or really smoothly. So, and worked. Also, in glitchless, you want to remember when you go, if you get this jump, right? You want to hug the wall and then come back, because if you don't, you're gonna fly all the way down at the worst case scenario. And here you want to roll. And when you're rolling down, right, backwards, about halfway through this tile, you want a backflip twist. Why? Well, because if you do it, then you can have an extra running jump, which is faster. I'm gonna show you. Running jump here, and then you can get the jump here. If you jump too early, you will bonk, and too late, you will you don't have enough room to running jump properly and optimally. And here's the strat. Here, you wanna you don't wanna go like too much here, where she like flips up, if you know the animation. You wanna go from lower down, where she doesn't have that animation. And what I'm looking for is this big ass dark spot. And I'm gonna run. And then when I get to it, I tap left. Like I explained at the very first part of the guide, how to make that turn happen. Now I can do a standing jump, tap left and jump again. Get this one. If you don't want to do that, you can just do this, which is obviously slower. And now I'm gonna show first the easy way here. That's the way you go down, up here. Now, the fastest way is you want to jump from this corner here, where this tile goes higher, land into this corner here, and then while doing it, turn the camera towards this really white dark spot. You want to land on that one. If you go too far like this, the side flip strat here is very, very hard to do. The closer you are, the easier it is. Now, this takes a lot of practice because it has a lot of inputs. So land here and then jump towards the black part. While you land animation, you draw weapons and tap up. So you land, turn camera to the left a bit, right? Not much, tiny bit, and then while she lands, you press W, so she can turn that towards the camera you're placing, like that. And then while you're doing that, you draw weapons and side flip. It has a lot of inputs, will take a bit time to get used to, but it's worth it. It looks so smooth. Don't draw a flare here, you don't need it. Running jump, running jump, late jump. If you jump too early, I'm gonna show you it. So you wanna jump late, otherwise you bonk. I can't even jump late on purpose, what? Or early. Okay, well, whatever. Jump a bit late. Then the RNG Fiesta. Nice. Now, a trick I'm gonna explain. If you're very low health, like I was there, and you don't want to heal, so let's say you healed a small medpack, like I did, and you get the worst RNG where he's like blasting your ass. If you can get the last running jump just after the door, you will always end the level even if you die. Because when you land, even if you're dead, she will run forward and trigger the end. That's why in speedruns you see the run there. Like the running jump. It's a little security. Now, what to look for the Phantom's End is, let's say you are like at 30% health, and you're like, okay, I can use a small medpack. Do you use small medpack and risk using another one, which is forbidden, unless you have extra spare meds? Or you are at 30% and you're like, okay, I'm gonna take one shotgun hit or club hit, whatever hits me first. Then I'm gonna heal large, has higher chance of me surviving. Because that kind of situations, there's loads of them in this run, and you kind of need to do the math. Do I want to use small plus large potentially, or do I want to just use large and save the small later? Because the percentage wise, if you have to use large plus small or another large, you are cooked already. Like, that is so bad RNG. But there's little things you have to like keep in mind. And now this level, do I draw a flare here? I think I do. Take a med. The way I do this drop on Modern is pretty easy. You roll, and then hold the roll that she doesn't grab, or you grab later so she can't grab like this. And when you do that, you toggle look fast on and off, so we can get rid of the camera. Turn, and when she's about to get up, you press roll, okay? Okay, now this is the animation basically. You press roll. She's about to get up, you press roll and grab. And that's supposed to happen, right? And if you need, that med is there, but it is really slow med. So I skip it. Now we want to have M16. M16. We want to shoot the club guy a little bit, if possible, but not kill him. We want to shoot the auto pistol, automatic gun guy first, and then we want to shoot the shotgun guy, and then turn fast around and kill the med guy. Okay, a bit too early. Oh, I didn't save that. God damn it. I want to show like the most optimal way of doing because you want to time it like you turn around away from the shotgun guy while he dies. And then that happens sometimes when you like get away by accident, and then the guy like, so you think he's dying, but because you hit, he hit you, you get clipped away from him, and then you didn't get the last few shots, which then you like muscle memory, you put the gun away, and then you're like, shit. You just take pistol out and finish him. It's faster than drawing your M16. Now, there's an outcome where you have, kind of rare, but you can get this large med pack, and the Uzis at the same spot, so you get the double pickup, right? It's nice, but it's not necessary. If you don't get the Uzis here, don't bother. Don't bother. You don't need them. So you only need this med pack here. And now we want to do this block pull here. I don't know how to explain it other than just trial and error. Try it, learn it. Then okay, here. This is where the walk button comes in. So if you do it correctly, look how, if I'm like here, she can't grab it, right? She thinks she can grab it, even she can't. It's so weird. But sometimes you can trick the game that you hold instantly action, and you can still make it grab. Yeah, but if let's say you're too wide here, you're gonna get burned when you finish the animation. The way to like get on the close, you just hold walk and do that. That's how you adjust your position. Holding walk, W, and then turning quickly. Going like few pixels forward and turning your way. Not great. Yeah. That's how you do the micro adjustments to the. Also, if you fuck that up, you just have to do another jump. Let's see if this is too close. No, it wasn't too close. That's interesting. It's a bit scary sometimes when you're like too close and you can just burn alive. I'm gonna try the burn. Definitely this should burn me. Okay, no. Land on the corner and then. Also here, what do you want to do? I'm gonna show you the one way at first. You don't hit, like, this club guy will always hit you if you avoid him. But the trick is running jump into him. And he doesn't hit you, look at that. And now he hit me, but it's not confirmed, like it's not guaranteed that he hits you there as well. So you can get no hits there quite consistently. But if you don't bonk into him on the first encounter, he will hit you. So remember that. Another place where you can avoid unnecessary damage, which is important for this run. Now you get auto pistols, standing jump, tiny bit waiting. Kill the next guy. This is very simple, like straightforward, nothing fancy happening. It just if you copy the movement I do, you're good to go. And this health can be enough to finish the level, but you can take one shotgun hit, but 0 shark hits. So if you are a bit scared of sharks, you can heal small med. That's the maximum you're allowed to heal on this level. But you really don't want to. And if you get hit by a shark, you have to have very, very bad RNG. Like, actually. Or you just swim into them, but... Okay, here, running jump, and then running jump. So you can get full running jumps there. I'm gonna show you one trick which is really annoying. I'm not good at it. So when you're like rolling here and you wanna like roll into the pull or push animation, you can tap roll, cancel the roll, or like grab. But the problem here is sometimes you do it too late. Or hold on. You do it too late. Like then that roll happens. If that roll happens, you just have to like turn fastly around. That's something I'm actually not quite consistent. Also here, an important part of like modern is like you don't have to be on like keyhole. As long as you're on a tile, you can still interact with them. So that's also like optimization you need to remember. So here you start with the running jump, running jump. You can do a standing jump, 2 running jumps, corner, and late grab into the water, and finishing the level, hopefully. Just don't get hit. Nice. You take M16 here. If you time correctly, you get to pick up it instantly after putting away M16. And I'm gonna show you now the fire strat. There are a few ways of doing it. Few ways of doing it. I'm gonna use the slower one first. Slower one is to jump from this, like the first tilt the tile on this line, you land into this corner and then standing jump over. So corner and then jump, right? That's the first. You can also do this one, but you have to kill the enemies. You can climb up in the corner and walk and jump, but I don't recommend it. The fastest way to do it is dodge this guy, jump on this line here, hug the wall, land into this corner, and then standing jump over that fire. So, oh my god, I'm getting stuck cornered. No. That's the most optimal way. You saw how I landed? I did W and then jump just like in offshore rig. Hey Bubble. I don't know TR1 as well, so I don't do that. Then draw a flare here. Now comes the funniest sequence. I like this sequence. So when you pull this lever, you hold S, left mouse button, and then when she's about to grab, you press roll and then flare cancel. So it should look like this. And then you curve a bit to the left, Because if you do it like straightforward, you might bonk like that. So what you do is like you curve a bit to the left, land, and then land in the corner, and then running jump up. Very satisfying sequence. Or you can climb up normally, but I'm not gonna even show it because it's not. Here, walk when you're shooting this guy because it is faster than you. If you jump over him or you have to turn around, it's kind of slow because he can run away. So I usually try to listen where he is and then walk towards him, just tank any shot he gets to me. And then I do like 2 or 3 walks and then jump away. I'm also counting the shots. It's 7 shots for that guy. So jump, jump, jump. Very basic stuff here. Exit right. And now comes like maybe the one of the funniest, also like very weird inputs but simple ones. You want to draw weapons, walk backwards, do a backflip, and then draw weapons in the air. Draw flare, not weapons. So draw weapons, walk back, backflip, and draw a flare in the air. And if you find any better sequence for some of the jumpings, feel free to use them. And here, don't go near the door. You can get stuck on it for no reason. So. And then this harpoon guy will shoot you if you get stuck. So if you don't get stuck, you won't get shot. And here, I'm gonna toggle look again. And then hug the ceiling. Next level is fun. Okay. Very good turn here. So you can also climb up when you... It's hard to see now. Okay, here you can see. You see the seam here on the ground. When you go past that one with the left hand, you can climb up. But it's hard to like see, it's in the middle of here. But yeah, you can climb up. Take a flare. You can shoot them if you want, you don't have to. Now, my sequence... Oh, nice camera turn, dude. It's pretty consistent. It's different than on tank. It is like this triangle, and where they meet. That little triangle middle bit and bobs. And if you jump too early, you just have to jump later, obviously. Or if you jump too late, let's say, like that, you just have to stop and then do like a manual backup for it, right? And using a 1 small med on this level is fine. Hey metal, thank you. And then you just go right. Now, this level has some tricky stuff. You don't want to jump where this slope ends, like, or you have to do a really tight curve. What you want to do is, like, you want to jump, if this is the slope starts, you want to jump from here, basically. And these jumps takes learning and practice to, like, get consistent and do them quickly. You know? Okay, so you do that. And then this jump here, I found this skip. You can do the block push, but the way this trick works, you basically have to run along this slope like that, you see? And you jump late and then start curving and then grab at the very last moment. And that skips that block push completely. It's a massive time save. Then you do 2 running jumps here, land in the corner, click the camera to the right, because otherwise the game will turn it for you, and it's not good. That sequence is not good there. And that's too early curve. This jump is probably the hardest one in this level. So turn right camera, grab. Ignore that dude who's downstairs. Don't think about him. Okay, I don't want to do that, but shoot him. It doesn't matter if you shoot him a bit early. You just want to be fast to get this block, because you can take 2 club hits from this guy and still make the fall damage. If you take 3, you have to heal, which is really bad. You could kill him if you want to be sure. So now I would need to heal, right? And that's really bad. Oh, I didn't save closer. I want to save closer so I can show the outcomes. But if you don't want to go for it, I'm gonna save just before the jump so I can show you how to do the other one where you guarantee no heal. So you get up here and you take M16 and just turn away towards and shoot him. Like that. That's the optimal way. If you don't want to risk for the med. But if you want to be fast and mega optimal, you just ignore him completely and save ammo as well. Like that. And then do that. I think his RNG is gonna be same anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna shoot him now. So I'm gonna still prove it that... Oh, fuck you. I wanna show you that 2 shots enough to survive the drop. On modern, not on tank. That's also very clear distinction. Sometimes that guy already gets you once, which is annoying. But...
No.
Okay, now it's better RNG. He's way slower. And now he climbs up. Yeah. And then he comes down. Gives me enough time to get away. And now... hit me twice. Oh my... I got the fuck... Wow. Like, are you not gonna hit me when I want you to get hit? Like, want to hit me? Please don't hit me. Shotgun, any shotgun hit, you're fucked. I'm gonna do the sequence properly after I show you the full damage stuff. Even that's fine still. Pretty sure. Hopefully it's fine. Close. Yeah. So 2 club hits, you're fine. 3, have to heal. Any shotgun shots, you have to heal. So, keep that in mind. So now the real sequence here, it's standing jump and running jump. So, standing, running, running. Boom. Boom, boom. Not bonk there, but works. That's a sticky corner, you get sucked into it real nice. Take the med. Fall down. I do not heal yet. On tank, you need to heal because obviously you're so low health. You can't tank a shotgun shot. But I can tank a shotgun shot now, which is very, very good. Because you want to optimize your health. So that's why you want to know, like, how much enemies do damage. Because it helps you optimize your meds. You don't use them willy-nilly. So here, climb up the corner. Aim Lara towards this little V-shaped thingy. More to the left than right. And then jump. You can make it without a stumble. Then you do a side flip. Running jump. Flare is important as well. Now we just hope that we don't get shot. There are multiple paths where the shotgun guys, there's 2 of them. They can be at the door waiting you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to tank the damage and hope you have enough meds for late game. Also, it's important you don't break this tile here. It's not as important on modern, but I like to be safe. You don't want to break it. You break this one, so you can, after the button press, you can just like do that. Now I can't take the shotgun hit, so I'm gonna heal large. And 1 large is what you kind of want to look for this med level. Oops. You don't want to use any more. How do you hit me? I bumped. Okay, let's do that sequence again. So you land. Okay, the shotgun guys can hit you through the walls in this room, so be careful of that. But this should be enough health to still do the level.
No.
And then now, the next running jump happens step after this line here. This is the 1, 2, and 3. So step after that, you jump, you land on the slope. And you saw me skip the flamethrower guy at the beginning of the level. That is scary. And it can kill your run. You can kill him at the beginning after you make the first curve jump if you want. And I'm gonna show you. Okay, I got 2 hits. And that should kill me here. Yes. That little help is not enough. I'm gonna heal large so I can show you. You need to learn that amount of health. Like, how much... Because, again, this is one of those jumps. You get hit by the glass club guy most of the runs. Once, at least. And if you know the amount of health this drop does, you know if you need to heal or not. But if you don't know the heal amount or the damage amount, you're gonna use a med as safety, which is useless and wasting resources. So don't do that. So jump, draw flare, M16. You want to have M16 already here selected, right? So it's easy. And then when you jump, you go past that block, you flare cancel. And then you draw a weapon, kill them, and finish the level. And now comes the weird thing. You tap the control which I use to skip that screen and the loading screen or the cutscene. You don't want to skip the fade loading level, like the Tibet loading screen. You want to skip stat screen and FMV or cutscene, and then don't skip the next one, because you want to hold jump, right, and weapons. So skip twice and then now hold jump, right, weapons, and you get that side flip. Otherwise you will slide down and trigger another bird. And here you do the late grabs, you stumble cancel. And here's the cool part. See this line here? If you jump a step before or around this tile or the seam, you can keep doing running jumps continuously against this boulder, and like this. So one step before, and then you can just easily do that. You don't need to avoid it at all. And the next thing is, when you do running jumps here, you can do running jump, and the next running jump is like around these dark spots. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but here, and then you get another running jump. That's the most optimal. But if you're scared, you can just jump again. But look, see how I hit the ceiling? I have to run way greater distance, which is slow. But if I time the jump late, I get fully interrupted running jump. Yo, Inspector, thank you for the 69 months. Nice. Okay, so jump, draw flare, jump, 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 late grab, Don't stumble. Get the skidoo. This level is pretty easy. As in, like, it's hard level to master. Okay, so what you want to look for here is when you're approaching this, as right as possible, okay? Like, not obviously against the corner, but more right than left. Because when you get here, you can do, like, when you have forward momentum. When you have forward momentum, you can press down and right. And that gives you, like, fast turn towards the right spot, and then you can boost it against. You know? So I'm gonna show you. The sequence. That's how I also turn after the first jump. I hold down and right to turn and stop at the same time. So I end up on the right side here. Brake, and then you're instantly on the right angle. That is risky. What happens? Throw weapons and hold backflip instantly so you can get the backflip out. Also, losing unnecessary health while skidooing is really bad in this level. So if you learn to drive without hitting walls everywhere, it's good. You see also how I parked this skidoo? There's one tile seam, about like a 1 or 2 steps away from it. That means when I jump down from here, I can just hold action and fall onto it. If it's parked, skidoo is here, and I do that, I go over the skidoo and I can't enter it fast. That outcome, if I know that's the case, I'm not gonna grab when I come off here. I'm just gonna bonk this wall, land, and roll into the skidoo. And now comes to everyone's favorite part. Skidoo jump. Canyon jump. What you want to do is, after this, you start like going against, up the slope, but not too much. You need to keep momentum, like forward momentum constantly while doing it, and then turn, and when you just point the right direction, press the boost and go. If you do this, you can't make it. You need to go on the slope a tiny bit. And you need to have the momentum. If you go too slow on the slope, I'm gonna try to recreate it. That can be an outcome. That was very purposefully done, but she can do that without even you trying. So be careful. If you don't want to do that, you can go around, but not in my runs. Also, I'm gonna show you a very, very risky strat here. You can run off this ledge here already, and then Skidoo just randomly pops up and lands up. But sometimes she just gets sucked down, so it's one of those. That's the safest way, where you go like up normally. Or you can do that. Or you do that. You see how I jumped over it without actually a ramp there? It doesn't make sense. But you can cut so much corner. It's so scary. I have died like twice because I was doing it. So I do it like a tiny bit like this. And here. Jump from the corner. So there's a corner, which I'm explaining. It's this one. This corner here. And then you just land here. Jump late. The later you jump and further you get, it's obviously better. And also you can climb up. Actually, I'm gonna switch to tank here, just to showcase. Oh, you can't switch the actions. Oh my god, they didn't. I didn't know that made that. I didn't know that they made that as a problem. What the heck? What is my roll button? I don't even know what my roll button is on. I'm gonna show you a very vital information on climbing up stuff. It applies to every single Tomb Raider game. The 1 to 5, that is. I'm gonna put it on tank because it's easier to show it without trial and error. So, you see how she's like about halfway? If she's more than halfway on the tile you want to climb up onto, you can climb up. This might work. Yeah, you see? So you don't always have to like fully get onto this tile with both hands, as long as you're full. Or full. She gets teleported to it. I will upload this fully and have timestamps on every level. So. Okay, get on the skidoo. Wait this skidoo to come out, and then drive. Don't go early because you get stuck. You just have to wait him come out. Also, the best thing, if the skidoo starts randomly jumping and drifting, just don't press any directional buttons. Just hold brake, wait that it stops fully, and then continue on. Otherwise, she just can go anywhere she wants. So that's why we want to avoid jumping unnecessarily, because it makes the controlling a bit more unpredictable, otherwise it's consistent. Boost, hit the corner. Okay, sometimes that's the best outcome, by the way, when you drive to the right. Sometimes you like land, let's say here. You don't want to boost, okay? You don't want to go forward. You want to brake and press back and left. So she stops and then turns and then you go forward. If she jumps like that, don't press anything until she lands. Because that is bad news. Okay. I think I take this ammo. I don't remember exactly. Let's pick it up. I'm gonna edit it if I don't need it. Okay, that's pretty lot of damage. Now comes the skidoo strat. This can kill you. So I'm gonna show you a few ways of doing it. I'm gonna show the first one, easy one. This is the easiest one. You do a little S move. The faster way is shoot, walk a few steps before he hits the wall, and then do a running jump into this corner. Keep shooting, and he will die. Sometimes his pathing is so messed up, he drives at you, and you have to see it coming and then jump away. It will kill you. So. There we he killed the skidoo dudes. Nice. If the first skidoo drives here, when you are coming from here, you do not want to go too much forward, because what happens is this skidoo who came here will drive and jump over you, and then you have to turn around and kill him. So if he does that movement, just chill a bit back and wait that he drives down and then shoot him. That's also an outcome he can provide. And you don't need to heal here anymore, because we will skip the triggers. I'm gonna show you why it's not a glitch, even before anyone says anything. Enemies spawn on this tile and the tile where the block is, right? So. They are there. But you can also jump here, go around these blocks. They're not there. And now they are, you know? So it's not a glitch to skip the trigger. And they trigger here. Nice. So, what I do is go against this button, just hold W and then jump. You're not going through anything, you're just skipping them. And if anyone says it's a glitch, it's unhinged. Alright, just calling them straight up. They know nothing about how the game works, so. Now, the best level. Ignore everything at the beginning here. Grab cancel this one. You can kill this bird if you wish with auto pistols already, but I don't. You just do a curve jump here. I don't even want to explain how to do that, because it is simple curve jump, and it's so easy on modern that you are supposed to be able to do that. If you don't want to do that curve jump, like completely, you can do the first part and then grab the ledge and then climb up, but no. So this bird will follow you here, and you are waiting a good opportunity to kill it. The first one is coming soon, depending where this monk goes. Also here, if this running jump ends here, and your first running jump starts before this line here, you can get 2 jumps and before, like in, so like that, and then curve jump twist, you can land here. Now, if the monk was not walking towards this bridge, I could kill the bird for it instantly. But because the monk is running towards it, I am not able to, and I'm not drawing guns and risking it. So that's a bad outcome. So we just have to ignore the bird for now and listen to its beautiful singing. And now we're gonna do the boulder strat. We want to roll over this middle part, down, jump around this little cross section. And I don't really have an angle to jump, but it's basically this light here, right? You can see the light strip on the wall. Towards it, take a tiny bit of extra step, and then jump to the left. So it's supposed to look like this. I am not holding jump because I don't trust. You can hold jump if you want. But I just jump, land, and then press jump. And that's how I do it. Roll, jump. And then here, I'm gonna draw a flare because this is really dark spot place to be in. And it's not as simple as the old strat. So now this strat of modern is 2 running jumps, 1 extra step, 2 running jumps, run until you get to the second door, and then keep jumping, okay? So whenever she starts running, 1, 2, 1 extra step, and then run towards the second door, and then when you get past it, you do a jump, and then keep running, jumping. So first 2 doors is what you need to look for. 1, 2, and then take an extra step. Because what happens is, if you go just holding jump, you can get past that, okay? I'm gonna try to get the outcome different when you get out of water. Come on, give me the better one. That one. So, getting out of water is not always consistent when you start running. So if you do 3 running jumps, you can hit the ceiling and then you're messed up. So, to prevent that, we simply take 2 running jumps. Oh, I jumped again, right? You see what I mean? And the third one doesn't matter. Select M16 while you're doing this hallway, it's easier. Also, this is something I need to teach people. 1 rung is this thickness here, this dark spot before this tile, right? So 1 rung is, this is top. Here's the first. Here's the second. Okay? So this is 1 rung from the top. This is 2 rungs from the top. Any ladder where the top you would climb up and the behind her is the same level as it is here, you can always backflip 2 rungs before the top. Okay? It will never fail. So here I can backflip out. It's earlier. Draw weapon. Don't shoot the monk. You need to learn the timing for that kill. You don't need to kill it completely. You can leave him like low health. Please, monk, do something. Oh my god. He's still alive, okay. So these guys, I can't believe there are still people who don't know it. But these guys who have this jacket, I call them green guy because they're more greenish or gray, whatever, on OG. Or Uzi guys, they cannot kill monks. They cannot hurt them one bit. Only dudes who can kill monks are these. This is why we kill them as often as we can. Because if these are only alive, monks will deal with them. And we can just really move on. But these guys, they kill monks. So that's a little trivia there. Oops. We would do running jump here. Get the bird up here as well. Sometimes the bird is not here, sometimes it is. It's kind of annoying. But again, my goal is to not kill the bird until I genuinely have to. And because it's behind me, I'm not gonna turn it back. Only place I need to kill him is the rooftops, if it's there. So I'll let it be there. Also, there's a backup med if you want. This guy here drops his large. If he dies on this bridge, I would skip it 100% unless you genuinely need it. Delay jump here a bit. Okay. Now we are into the main hall. Why are you that way? So when you come in, easy to remember, jump before this line here, where the hallway starts. And the next, when you come back, is second one. I'm not killing the bird because there's so many monks around. I don't want to risk it. So I'm just gonna make the monks and bird be friends for a while. And now there should be, okay, here it is. So there's a guy who spawns here at the beginning. He drops Uzis and a small med, right? And you really need this, or most optimal route, you want that. But sometimes they are killed and trapped underneath these blocks here or under the table, which you are unable to access. Okay? That could be a run ender, but there is a way to make it work. You just ignore it. You just make it. You ignore it. Okay, this guy, we need monks here, because this guy can destroy us. But it's okay. So we want to take the Uzis here. You want to go for the keyhole. Okay, so when you come here, you want to go for the keyhole, and while going at it, look where the pickup is. If you don't see it, ignore it, okay? You get the keyhole, and you're stationary, then you can pan backwards, and sometimes you see them in here, you see here, or even on the where it was, right? You don't look for them until you need them, really. And if you don't see them, you ignore them completely. Don't go for looking them like extra time. You can still make the run work. I will show you why or how when we get there. Okay, so the bird is following me, which is bad news. So jump here. Just when the corridor starts, you do the first the running jump. So the bird will ruin our window jump strats. If he's alive and here. And now we just hope that the monks kill both enemies. Oops. Okay, they killed the good guy, like the one they have to kill. So we don't have to worry about them. And now the bard. It's still very annoying. And you have to kill it here. If he follows you the rooftop, you can try to find the optimal way to kill it where you don't have to stop or turn around. But sometimes it just doesn't happen. It's always behind you. So this is the point where you want to kill him. You don't want to go and kill him where the monks are fighting, because monks can still be there and it's harder to aim at them. Or the monk, bird. So that's why I killed it here. And then we just take small med from here. Look at our health here. Okay, it's good. The window jump time. I am not showing the tank way of doing it. I do not care. Okay, so when I climb up, when I'm on the top, I'm gonna go as left as possible. I'm aiming basically towards that, you see that little texture? This one. Here. I'm gonna put Lara's, like, head towards it. And then jump. And then when I land, I press W to place myself to the corner. Right? And then I can do the jump. Now, why would I do that? Well, if I don't do it, let's pretend I'm on, like, edge. And I'm just, like, jumping forward. Now I have to worry about timing the jump. Because I have to get a corner boost and jump very late. It is possible. And not good jump at all. Yeah. It is possible, but it's more moving parts. And if you can eliminate those moving parts consistently, why wouldn't you do it, right? So why I do that. Oop, and then jump. All I have to now worry about is the curve in the air and grab very late. I don't need to worry about the jump late part at all. Now, how to do it? You jump and you hold left. So, left. Aim the window's corner and then you grab at the last frame. Not the last frame, but nearly last. I'm gonna try to get the angle. Like, you aim this one here. And then you see how this camera switched now? The camera is pointing from up to down to up. This is when you cannot grab anymore, basically. You can grab at the very first frame, I believe. Or a few frames, but when that camera, you're done. So what you want to do is kind of learn when the camera triggers. Right? And then land. That's also an acceptable outcome. Come on, I need to get the camera. But you just need to, like, learn where you are in the air. It's basically just when Lara goes past this, like, dark spot, she enters that in your screen, then the camera is about to go and switch, which is the bad one. Right? That's how I time it. Okay. Now that we know the jump, I'm gonna show it from the beginning again. It takes a lot of practice to get this consistent. So I'm draw a flare, aim the raw visual, and do the jump. Oh, I don't want to jump that, but so I would have a flare. Run off. It loses less health. And then climb the ladder. And remember the rule I said, 2 rungs from the top, you can always jump out, which is, important. This is the second rung. And also now, the last ladder, you want to climb up as left as possible where she puts her feet on. It's faster. So when you do a jump twist, you draw a flare, and dash standing jump on top of this block. Two grab on that one, and then you just run off. One, and then roll here. Grab, draw a flare. Throw a flare. Easy peasy. You can do 4 jumps here. Bing bong bong. Okay, now this sequence. Okay, I'm gonna explain it. The way I do it is I'm gonna jump between these 2 tiles, usually, right? Or like the mini tile. And then the boulder, the spinning blades, they spawn, I believe, this tile or this tile. I can't remember which one, right? One or the other. But anyway, so the way I do it is running jumps all the time. Okay, now we are basically triggered the boulder or the moving circle blades thingies. Now, I don't want to cut this corner perfectly. I don't want to go like this. Because now I get hit a tiny bit. Now I'm gonna go like middle, 2 jumps, and then I jump when this little rusty spot hits, right? So there's middle, 2 jumps, and then the rusty, and jump. Still got hit. Gonna jump too late, but you need to be careful of it. Okay. Now, there's a thing, right? If you go too perfectly, like let's say, okay, that's good. It's good. Well, I'm way too early here. Like, look, I just literally jumped towards the bullseye. What you can do, if you know, like, this is something you just learn by experience and playing around this. Because I don't get interrupted by monks, this is perfect. And, like, I'm way too early. Way too early. Meaning, I do the 2 running jumps, right? Perfect. And then, tiny bit of delaying. Maybe it works. But it's like, you need to like learn, like you need to spam this sequence completely, like how to do it. How to like find the timing and like how to learn the cycles if you're early or too late. And now let's do that. I'm late. I'm gonna get blocked by a monk. Really bad. Now you would do 3 jumps here to try to catch up the sequence. And I was still too late. If that makes sense. Because sometimes these monks run at you and they block your and then you would do 3 here. And you barely made it. And then hit. The second one is something. If the first one you barely made it. Yeah, let's do this. 3 run jump now. You could like play around because the modern inputs allow you to do it so quick turns. You can switch left or right, but you have to pay attention. But this is probably just one of the scary, like obviously the window jump. But this one is more one of those like quite technical bits in the level where you have to learn. And just keep spamming. It's better if you make a save before these 2 tiles. and then you can play around with the. Because my save now is like it's triggered, so. And if you get that no damage, perfect.
Aha. Aha.
And we've just finished the level. Well, we have to go outside, but it has nothing cool in it anyway. It's a very, very straightforward area. Okay, so here, hear me out. If this guy who has the grenades, this blue pants dude, has died here, anywhere here, here, anywhere you can land without backtracking. I would I would call this a backtracking already because I have to go off my line to pick them up. But if you pick them up and he dies like here, anywhere here, you can pick them up on when you're on your line to get out. Pick them up because then you can skip the next one on next level, which is guaranteed saving health. So don't pick those up if you have to do any backtracking, like even like few seconds. Don't do it because the catacombs is better pick up. But if you need to save a med 100% of the time, you will want to pick those up in this level, so you can next level guarantee no Yeti hit coming. And now the health is pretty good here, right? Health is pretty decent, but we won't heal until we need to heal. A lot of speedrunning is you heal only when you need to, not just willy-nilly whenever you feel like, because there is gonna be enemies. Like, you just have to learn and get comfortable how the enemies actually do damage. Sometimes they surprise you, but most of the time it's always the same. So again, repetition. Oops. I wanted to do a running jump, I didn't get it. Take M16 and start blasting this guy. In my route, I can skip that ammo pickup now. Take a flare here and grab. Come on. You wanna grab this, flare cancel, and then jump.
Aha.
Then. Oh no, this flare is not good. We don't want this. It's okay. So I'm gonna save, but 171 is enough for this run. Now, this strat I'm talking about, I'm gonna pick this ammo up, but you don't have to. If you do the fastest Dragon Slayer route, but if you want to do the safer, if you want to do the safer Dragon Slayer, you want to pick that up. But if you want to go balls deep, then you don't. Okay. I'm gonna shoot these guys with pistols a bit. It will make their AI a bit confused sometimes. And as you can see, I didn't take damage. So if I heal early, it would have been bad. And also here, you want to use the flare. But I also already used it, so I'm just gonna grab cancel it. And now we just take the prayer wheels. You want to do this. You don't want to hop back there. And we can just do the side flip. Tiny bit quicker, I believe. Maybe. Okay. And into catacombs we go. Here I'm gonna turn the camera a bit, hold right input and draw weapons. Do that. Now, second level, where I don't skip the level screen, or the loading screen, is this one. I'm gonna skip the stats. And after I skip it, I'm gonna start holding draw weapon button and W. Make sure, because if you have two screen monitors on your PC and you are doing the Barken, the 5 keys at the end, or the last key, the sheriff, make sure your mouse, when you are selecting, like when you go to inventory, your mouse is freely moving between your screens. Make sure your mouse is on your game screen. Because this next trick doesn't work otherwise. You will just alt tab by accident. So make sure your mouse is on the screen and skip it, hold W and draw weapons. Why? Because this level has most messed up camera at the beginning. It's annoying. And you want to cancel it as fast as possible. And that's the way I do it. Okay, that was really neat, nice. I didn't get hit there. Very good. Hey, Mac. Hey, Jacob. And here's also a difference between tank and modern. Normally we would do a backflip twist or something. Weird shit like that. But on this one, we just drop down and then do a running jump. And then you could like drop down and do a running jump. But there's a better way. You can do a running jump here, curve those spikes, like avoid those spikes. You can get extra running jump, but it's not really like massive. I just do it basically based on this enemy. So if when I jump up and I see the leopard on the staircase, I'll drop down and jump. If it's down, I don't go down. I'm just gonna stay on the staircase because you wanna avoid taking hits from this guy, if possible. So he's down. I would do that, but it just depends like how much damage you take. Also, a little bit of trick here is, let's say you need to really. Let's just drop down here. I got so lucky I didn't get hit once.
Moi Footi, good luck. 56 glorious months.
Yo, Dusky, thanks for 56 months. Thank you, appreciate that. Hope you're doing good. So, if you take a lot of damage, right? If you drop down here, you take more damage. But if you need to save even the fraction, you can drop down this step, which loses you less health. So, that's also one little optimization there. Don't draw weapons on that second when you see the boulder coming. You do not want that. You want to get the camera there because it's annoying for the next part. Draw weapon flare. And then this drop down is pretty fun. That leopard almost killed me because it can happen that it pushed me down, but it didn't and it works. And also, here's the cool threat I found. When you go, here, I don't know if you can see it, but like, there's like a half a meter, like a weird texture, like a darker spot. Isn't there like a line? my running jumps start after that. Like, I'm gonna do running jump obviously now, and then jump after that line. Does that make any sense? So this is the dark spot. You can see it, I think. And then when you get to it, jump over the boulder, and then let go of W, hold A, and then do that kind of movement to avoid the second boulder. So, jump, jump, and then quick turn, up. And then jump up here, avoid triggers, and use... Nice. Take the mask, get M16 out. The best outcome these guys have is when they run here. Because you can run off this ledge without stumbling, and so you can like shoot them while running down. But otherwise, you have to go down and bonk and then interrupt the shooting bit. So, I'm just gonna run away here. Walk. And now comes the part. Let's say you had the bad RNG in Barken Monastery, right? These guns are not used anymore, other than 2 birds in Xi'an. But if you couldn't pick up Uzis, right? If you couldn't pick them up, and you missed the one small med, I have so many meds now, right? I would pick up this guy's auto ammo. It's a double pickup. I have 106 ammo now. And then I would skip this one too, unless you really need that one small med pack. If you have a feeling you need it, I would pick it up. But if you don't need the med, I would skip it because we don't need the Uzi ammo anymore, right? I'm gonna pick it up for now because like I want to show the both ways of doing floating island. So those 2 guys have the adaptability for your route if you got the soft lock Uzis in the Barken. And now the gate skip. Draw a flare. Land on the left side of the lever. And then pull it twice. And then hold A and D, W. Like that. Plum. Easy peasy. Now, oops. If you picked up the grenades in Barken, this is the one you would skip. Because these Yetis can hit you, right? And you don't want to get hit by Yeti. You would avoid that damage 100% of the time if you pick the ones in... if you pick them up in the Barken. Also, I'm gonna show you the outcome actually. If you mess this up, don't worry. You just do it again. Look. But there's an annoying thing, right? So the first time you do it, you can do it with... Look how she runs left. Like, you run left. I'm holding left only, right? So I can just hold left and then W. But if you fuck this up... Look what happens with when I hold A only. She doesn't move anymore like this way. She's supposed to. So if you mess up the first skip, the second one has to have different inputs. And it's more precise. Or like, more precise but more annoying. Because you have to hold A and S to go backwards and left. And then switch to up. So I'll show you. So that's how you do it. You just have to learn both, and I recommend learning the both because they are pretty important. You want to know the backups, especially there if the Yetis are coming, because you don't want to push the block. Here I'm gonna use large. It's more because you will get hit on the way back anyway, so it's better for the large than two smalls. And now here, the jump. You don't have to, like, you can go like in the corner if you want. I like to aim at that little whatever decoration it is. Hop back and then jump and then curve in the air and grab. But because the modern is so like flexible, you can just YOLO this like that. But it's just like whatever you find more comfortable. The second best option I would say is do that. This, you stop and then do the jump. Because that allows you to, because sometimes the camera is funky when you go past this one. It's still here when you are already starting to curve right and forward. So when you land, you stop and then you kind of get resetted, and then it's way easier to time it. But whatever works, you know? It's all about the consistency, not if you can hit it or not. Running jump. Running jump. Oops. Draw attempts because this camera is annoying. I don't know if I triggered it. I did, okay. And this drop down loses like 10% health on modern, like 15% health. So even if you're flicking health, you can still make that drop. Just again, learn the amount it takes and you will be good to go. That jump, that drop down health loss is also same as deck. You need to know how much you lose because you are otherwise unnecessarily healing and wasting meds. Okay, now the cool kids level, Ice Palace. We go into the corner here, pistols, bum bum bum. When you slide down on the slope, you wanna like press action or that you don't accidentally land on the springboard. You land, do standing jump, and then you jump about like a step away from this when this room starts. So you would jump from here basically, running jump into that corner. So you would do like this. When you land, you would turn the camera and then tap W so you face that way. And then hop back and shoot the bell. The good thing about modern is like you can easily turn her in the air, so even if you're not basically aiming facing the bell, it's still fine. You can just adjust it in the air. And then here you want to roll kind of late so you have more momentum to go. If you roll too early, you will not land there. That's easy peasy. And now this, I hate this goddamn part. If that happens, right? You would kill that tiger, or you would just hope that it doesn't wreck you completely. You can learn it, it's not impossible, it's very easy. It's not rocket science. And if that happens, this is the backup. That you don't die. So press action and hold roll so you don't grab the ledge when you come up. Otherwise you will grab it. And I'm gonna show you now the tiger stuff. Like few different outcomes, because it is kinda annoying. This is the best one. Where you kill the first, and then the left tiger, and then the right one. That's a bad outcome, so if you lose the lock... Okay, this is outrageous RNG. So, I lost the lock on the first dude. I don't know how. Sometimes it happens. Then I aimed the second tiger, lost the lock on that, lost the lock again. It is so bad with M16 here, if that happens. This is what you want. Okay, that's the second worst. And you just have to take it. Like, at this point, you are gonna get fisted. And you don't want to get hit by yetis. So this level is basically avoid any damage from enemies. Because you don't want, like, you can have few bits and bobs at the end of the level. But if you have to use a med on this level, it's kind of bad. Jump over this dude. Throw a flare. Run off. And now this jump, you jump just like when you get on the snow bit. And you can make that jump. Just when you get on the snow bit. So you can get hit by yetis here, which you don't want to, but you can get hit. So that's a good one. You want to be over full health here, full half health. Also here, how to avoid this guy's damage every single time is you land here, standing jump, and then climb up with action on this block. Either, like, think about the middle part. Middle part is here. You climb up between middle and left, extreme left, on the middle of that, right? Or on the right. Not all the way right or all the way left. Not on the middle. Between those two. Mediums, right? Because if you go in the middle, you can get... Where did I save, actually? Oh, goddammit. You can get hit when you go in the middle, and that's like the worst sin you can do. And it's not RNG, by the way. If anyone gets that outcome and you get hit and you blame the RNG, I'm not gonna say anything, but please get yourself checked. This game has RNG, but there's parts where you don't have RNG. It's just how you move. Okay, that's bad. So now, if I get hit by Yeti, I can't make the drop safely. So I will always go without damage there. So this last drop loses like 40% of your health on modern. And we want to keep that. I'm gonna show you the backups, but there are few things. The backups are not consistent. They're consistent, but you need to look for something, because you can hit the ceiling and die, or you don't hit the ceiling and you survive. And so if you are good health like I am now, you just do this. Bam. Okay. If you are not good health and you don't want to use a med, you can do this. Fake grab into this slope and grab. That's the safest second part, but then you have to come up back behind this one and then use it here. And if you use it here, you will get teleported to the other side, but it works, okay? Fastest backup is fake grab and then jump and land. That loses very little health, like 10%, but there's a problem. If you happen to hit the ceiling, you will die because you lose way more health than you're supposed to. And I found it the hard way once. Yeah, look how much lost. I am now at blinking health, and then I'm gonna do the good way. I'm not even close to blinking. You see how much difference there is? But yeah, play around with those. Take a flare out, jump down. If you have very, very tiny bit of health, do not jump down like that. Hit the platform and then jump down, drop down. And now the Yeti strat. You see this V here? You wanna climb up on the wall right of it. Maybe left works as well. But the right one, it works. You just slide down, hop back, start shooting, and enjoy. Nice. Now this level. Also, one of the levels you have to do no heal because it's easy. Have I ever done nodes nomads? Scroll down my Twitch page, find challenge runs. You will see every single nodes nomads run you can imagine. I have done 1, 2, and 4 at the back. Okay. I didn't save, did I? I didn't save. I'm gonna do the beginning again because I got distracted. I am not gonna try to read comments because it just puts me off. Like, literally just scroll down my Twitch page and you can find it. Okay, back to this. So when you're sliding down this slopey, you want to roll jump twist when the camera changes. I did that too early, so I bounced back away from the wall. I'm gonna show you what's supposed to happen when you do it good. Again, too early. What's up? Dude. It's way harder than modern to get it consistently. Because you get so wild, like, turns. Okay, that's pretty decent. So you basically can end up, like, half a shimmy already into this, which is most optimal. So then you can climb up faster up here. And now, when you climb up here, you can do a running jump right away if you want. But the way, just like diving area, I can hold walk, and it gives me more time to set up this jump. And there's no secret to this, like, it's easy. And now comes the change, okay? Remember, I had 26 ammo on this one without the extra pickup for backups. I wouldn't use these. I would use auto pistols here if I had Uzis from Barken. I would use automatics for birds, okay? And if I have only auto pistols and don't have Uzis, I would use pistols for birds because I need this ammo for next level. So I'm gonna do it this way first. You would just ignore this, right? Like, shoot as much as you can, but you would have to not turn around, just ignore them. Otherwise, you would do this, blah blah blah, bam bam bam, dead, and then move on. But since I want to include the no Uzi route as well, I'm gonna use pistols here. Oops, that was weird outcome. And then again here, hold roll, do not grab it. Take pistols out. So, even if you had auto pistols, you wouldn't kill that bird. You wouldn't turn around. Now, this is where the backup stuff really becomes awful and scary. Because it's slow to turn around, so you don't want to kill them yet. If they're in front of me, I will kill them. Otherwise, it's useless. So you just ignore them as much as you can. I will get to the part where you deal with them if you have auto pistols. So if I picked up Uzis. Nice camera, by the way. That will turn really quickly. What? I have never seen that. I wanted to try that. Lost Valley strat there didn't work. Okay, so you climb up here. You can see the edge of the slope, by the way, in the darkness. When you come in. Like, you can see it. Okay, there's a spike wall, but this light, you can see the edge of it, so you just time it there. Easy peasy. So, running jump, bloop. Now, this is where the difference comes in. Really. If you have Uzis, you can use auto pistols, and I'll show you how. You just turn around. I don't have the guns selected. Nice. And then that would still happen. Like, you would have the first bird dead at the bridge because auto pistols, and then this guy would, there would be only one bird in this area, and you would be able to kill it like I did it, and then continue. And then the both birds would be dead. But now, because you don't have the Uzis, you have to do it with pistols. And it's most likely a case where you don't kill either of them or only one. And this is the RNG where most likely not gonna kill anyone. Yeah. So you just ignore them. You just ignore them. That's the strat. And this jump, I'm gonna kill this guy now because I need to show this jump. This jump is a bit tricky. If you don't want to do it, you're gonna do this kind of jump. Land here, grab it, and then... Remember to draw weapons when you land on this tile, because there's a stupid camera there. But the way you do it is jump on the corner and grab somewhat late. And too early will not grab you. It's one of the like weird jumps. I still don't understand how the grab works sometimes. Sometimes you miss it and it's like it never should miss it. But yeah, you just do it. It's one of those jumps you need to spam it. I used to save for this jump at first for like multiple runs because it is scary. So let's see the bird that both birds are alive. Draw weapons here to cancel the camera. And now after the pull up, the key pickup, you place camera slightly towards left. You hold W tiny bit and then roll action, a roll. To drop right next to the wall. Then you hold action and draw a flare. Okay? So. That's how you do it. And now this health might be enough that if the both birds are alive, you can still survive. Maybe? But I took quite a bit of damage. So, also here, the most optimal way would be jump when you're reaching this little line here. One rung lower than I am. But you will stumble, which is bad. Okay, this bird is not... Yeah. So this is where the RNG, if you don't have Uzis, can screw you. You don't have the birds dead. But this is not a guarantee outcome. This is so rare that the both birds are on this spike pit. It's actually bonkers. It's actually crazy. But yeah, like damage here doesn't matter. Again, 2 rungs from the top. I am showing you like first time I have seen these outcomes. These birds have never screwed me over in runs this much. Even if they're alive. That is pretty insane. What is going on? Holy cow. But yeah, this is the problem when it comes to like the birds being alive. But obviously, if you want to kill them, you could spend time on pistols, but I care about the speed here, and from my experience, they haven't been this bad ever. I don't know how they are like actually just murdering me at the moment. here you just jump around the pillar. And then climb to the top. And the way I count this one is when her feet are here. So when you get to this position, you count 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you backflip, grab, toggle look, to climb up, 1, 2, jump twist, and climb up the top. Well, on the slope. And when the camera changes, you jump, drop down and jump. So that's a good grab. You can sometimes grab lower, but then you need to know that, okay, so from good position it's 7 up, and from the bad it's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you just go to the end. And now when the level starts, you hold upright, you land on the slope instantly, and then you just jump low to low, so you don't bonk. You can stumble there, but it's pretty simple. You just like have to find the sweet spot for it. Get to the pickup. Good thing about modern here, you don't have to time the jump off of this platform, because the way you're picking up item, you're like halfway. If you pick it up from behind and facing that way, you would be away from the corner or the edge, so you would need to time it a bit more. But because you're angled like this, or like directly 90 degrees towards this, you can just hold W and jump, no problem. And then next thing is jump after this little, I don't know, like that. This is important to get correctly, by the way. That jump is important to get correctly. I'm gonna do it again soon, but I'll show this part first. Okay, so that's how that area is supposed to be done. But remember to land on the edge of that green, and then turn, and then do the jump. If you mess up, you are in a big ass trouble. You get this, and then now here you just hop forward once, and then standing jump. You don't bonk. And then you jump late, and grab late. That second part, like the first jump, like that jump is probably... it's the second sketchiest thing in this level. But this is like mandatory, basically. Not really, but you want to do that jump. It's not hard. Just practice it enough. And also, you can save, like here, for example. And then go for it. Late. From here, you hold right. So you land on this thing, and then you can like do no stumble jump there. That was really early jump. You can, if you jump early, you need to be grabbing very late. Because sometimes you jump too early and you just can't reach it. But with very, very, very late grab, you can still fix it. But not even that, sometimes like too early. But yeah, what you want to do is like when you come from that direction, you want to look for when she's like in the air. If she jumps when her feet is in the air, it's good grab. A jump, and then you can grab anytime you basically want. Okay. I need to explain one thing, I forgot. I don't know exact point, But let's say this is a good grab point. I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna make it. If I was here and I grab, I make it. But if I did it in between, I wouldn't make it. I don't know why, but there's some of the jumps where that's the case. So again, play with this goddamn jump a little bit to see how it feels, because it is scary jump, actually. I found it scarier than the late trap earlier. Okay, look at the health. I'm good. Draw flare. And if I'm here like 40% health, I will do small med pack. If I'm like this now, I'm gonna do large. It's efficient enough. Turn around. Don't jump instantly, just wait where this guy is going first. And then jump late, grab late. You can do it where you land on this backwards, grab this, climb up, and backflip twist into the ladder if you want. It's a tiny bit slower, but safer. And then here, go in the middle. You don't have to climb up at all. You can just backflip twist. Draw a flare. Even though no matter what strat you're doing, I'm gonna show you the one which is the safest. You can do this. And then here, hold walk and W. She turns instantly. And then you're on the roof. And then you can do the normal, what I'm gonna do now. But the way you can do it, jump on the roof instantly. And the way I do it is about here. And I've just learned where to aim and then when to press right and how much. But the key thing is, at the end of the curve, you want to be pressing W, because you want, even if you land on the top of slope, you can still run over it sometimes, which adds a little bit safety to it. And then too early, you die. There's no recovery, so this is also one of those strats, like, you need to practice and find how to approach it from the ladder. But yeah, this is how you do it. If you bonk here, like hit that thing, you would use a flare here, okay? This is why I have this flare. But if you don't bonk, good. You just keep the flare, jump. Also, I did the jump on this higher spot, so it's easier for me to do no grab. You can do no grab on this one, but you bonk, but it's scarier and way more precise. So I just do the tiny bit higher platform, so that's it. And now comes the next strat. You hold A and W already, and when you go past this little wall, you hold it, and then bonk. And now you don't need this ammo if you don't really want to. But no, you need it. Because the RNG gauge strat is not worth it on this version of the game. So you want to have it. So look for this little black dot here. Or like little spot. And when you jump, you can land on the pickup. And then when you pick up, you can just W and grab instantly. And you will not die. Just right away from the pickup. Running jump, grab. You don't need to delay it at all. You can still make it. But yeah. I'm not gonna show the most ridiculous strats. Oh, come on. I need to show it. So you pull a lever on this side, and then you just do a little 360 and grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it should put you in the correct spot to do a standing jump. And then from here, you can do 2 running jumps. And then you can jump late and grab. And then hop forward to pull it. And then same here, grab, standing. But more optimal is just make it curve a tiny bit. Jump a bit earlier and make it curve. And now comes this cool strat here. You will love this. Take a flare out. And remember to land on this slope. Like here. Because if you don't, and if you're too far left, you will not get the jump. I'm gonna try to show it. Oh, I didn't hold the roll. Or flare. Yeah. It's too close to the slope and you will slide down. You trigger 4 extra enemies. You wanna land as close to that thing. Flare cancel. So you grab and then throw flare away. So land. And then you want to jump a bit outside. Because if I show you, if you jump instantly here, you bonk the ceiling and you don't get the stumble cancel by crabbing. So that's why you want to do a bit outside so you don't hit the ceiling and then late grab. Take M16 and run at this guy. And now comes the fun part. Take it, shoot, hold walk, go behind him. Bad. Okay. Take Uzis. And do that. I'm gonna do it without interrupting the shooting, so I'll show you how it's supposed to look like clean. Sometimes the bonk doesn't work, or the skip, stumble cancel doesn't work. Oh my days. It's not good when you have the interruption, because now this guy is closer. Yeah. So he's way too close to me now. And I'm gonna show you something soon. Oh. I need to show you the outcome. Because there's so many ways this goddamn thing can go wrong. Why don't I have M16 selected? Okay, she's like too deep in his ass, basically. Unbelievable. Okay, that's a good one. No! So you need to be really fast. Okay. This is something what takes a lot of practice to get good. Okay, that's a good one. So now you can backflip twist and jump instantly, and you will make over the fire. No matter if he hits you. A bit of a wanky, and then you would kill this guy. Walk behind him again and pull the lever. Now, if you mess up the first kill and you have like a little interruption there. This guy is really quickly here, right? So you don't want to do a backflip twist. You just wait him. It's much safer option than getting you smacked into the fire. If that makes sense, right? And obviously now if you don't have Uzis, you would use the auto pistol ammo here, but it's a bit slower because the fire rate is not as good. But it's not much slower. And then you just go to the end. Don't step on these tiles because this guy will spawn and you don't want that. And now you're gonna check if you have 10 grenades. If you don't, there's a corner which you can pick more up, but you don't need those. Also here, important, don't jump here already, because even though you can make it, then you have to worry about if you're gonna bonk on the ladder. That is the last place you wanna bonk on this level, okay? So, run next to this line and jump when you get to that line. And then you can hold W and jump instantly. Like, look at this, I can't bonk even if I hold W. I perfectly land every single time on it. So it's very good, right? I don't save. Okay, so here, wait and then jump. It doesn't matter if you jump earlier because you can't get extra jump anyway. And here, what you're looking is 3 rungs from the top between you and the ceiling. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1. Now that's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you backward twist, grab, take 2 shimmies. Have a look on and off. Take 3 steps up. 1, 2, 3. Jump, jump, and then 2 up again. And then 4 up here. And then go to the end. Nice. If you are low on health, I have so good RNG because I've been forcing it, basically. You can pick that large up here, but you don't need to. And now comes the moment. If you picked up the ammo in Barken Monastery at the end, near the bridge, I said don't pick it up if you're gonna do the big balls play in Dragon Slayer. You have to skip the first guy. But if you want to play it safer and lose like a few seconds, you can kill this first guy. This guy here. And then do the level. Or you just ignore it and pray. Oops, that's not good. Good thing about this game is there's the bug still, which when you have no meds left, you use the last med. Lara says no, so you know like you're not gonna have those meds anymore. But that level is just something I don't even know how to like. You just do it. You can hold weapon draw here and jump forward to gain access faster and see where Lara is. You might have one flare left. And that's the background layer. Now home sweet homie. Hi, I'm Tony. No, hi homie, I'm Tony. LC signs, dude. That's so good. Yeah. Toggle look on and off. Get to the keyhole. And I'm gonna show you just the flyby camera thing. When you get here, now there's the balcony guy. I'm gonna do it with one large med this level, but you can do 2 large meds if you feel more comfortable with it, because it is a pretty scary level. Now, this guy is alive. You don't need to worry about him, right? Don't think about him. Now, there are this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and there's one more dog somewhere running around, okay? So there's 5 enemies, 2 pistol dudes, and 2 club guys. None of these guys here are active or spawned. None of them here are spawned. There's the dog, random dog. That's the dog I was looking. There are 2 club guys who spawn here. They're not active. Nothing is active, okay? So you kill this guy. Jump down. Now 2 spawns behind me. Those are set spawns. Don't confuse. Those are not the ones from inside, okay? Don't think. So now we kill these 4 enemies who are set spawns. So dog. Motherfucker, come here. Okay. So now there are still 5 freely running. I just killed all those 4 enemies were set spawns, okay? So I'm looking for those 5 enemies still. Okay, there's 1 club guy. So now there's 4. Okay, that's the 1 extra as well. That's 3. Now there's 2 pistol guys and dog. And what do you do now? This is the most common outcome. You don't see the pistol guys outside. If you see them outside or the dog wandering, like any random dog when you jump first down outside is the one freely roaming around. Okay? But now there are 2 pistol guys and dog, and most likely they're going to be inside the house. So I need to run inside the house and ignore the front yard enemies, because I will be in crossfire and get destroyed. So I'm just gonna go inside. There's gonna be dog. If you're low health now, by the way, and you're going past the corner inside the house, be ready to heal, because there's dog most likely camping it. Okay. Get inside. Oh, he's still spawned there, nice. That's a good one. So that's how you do it. Ignore the front yard because it is really disgusting. Okay, so if I kill the last guy, which is most likely gonna happen... So, okay, there are outcomes. The 2 roaming pistol guys and dog was inside. So I had to go inside and kill them. And then that makes the frontier dudes come inside as well, most of the time. So what, in that case, I want to kill them on here, where my vision on this block is blocked completely. So this guy can spawn here. If I see this tile, he will not spawn there, really. Most of the time, right? And then he will spawn either that side or that side.
No.
And... Actually, I'm gonna save here. Let's say one of the guys ran here, the last guy, and I'm gonna shoot. This last guy will spawn here. But if the last guy is somewhere here and I am here, it's better for me to wait that he comes in more closer and I'm here this side of the door to make the last guy spawn this way, because he will spawn the closest point you can't see. So yeah. So that's why this is the most optimal spot to spawn him when you're inside the house. If you are outside, depending where you are, on the right or left side of this doorway, he will spawn far right there or left closer. And that's it. You should be able to get run, I guess.
Don't you think you've seen enough?
And yeah, that took me a while, but hopefully it helps. I will, and if there are any questions in YouTube chat comments, I will try to answer them. But that should explain most of it. I will put timestamps on them, all that stuff, so it's easier to look for. But I'm gonna go out now. So thanks for watching, everyone.